I'm Patrick Walters, and who doesn't love throwing topwater baits? The one hardest thing about throwing a topwater bait is finding the correct topwater bait to throw. There's so many different varieties, different sizes, different colors, but in all honesty, the best thing to do is keep it simple. There's really three things you need to focus on when choosing a topwater. Number one is, what is your forage? What are you targeting? Whether they're brim, whether they're threadfin shad, whether they're gizzards. Once you kind of figure out the forage and kind of the species of fish that you're going for, you can decide, if you're going after fish that are eating big shad, gizzards or something, you want to go with a more larger profile. This is the shower blow, the skidder V, the large skidder V, something with a little bit bigger profile. And the good thing about these are great open water baits. If you're fishing more open water, the castability of these baits, they're heavier, you can cast them a lot further, and they have 3 hooks. So that's one thing I love, is a lot of these baits used to come with 2 hooks, these larger profiles, but nowadays they're all coming with 3 hooks, better hookup, better landing ratio. So when I'm going for bigger profile, I'll go with the bigger topwaters, and say if they're eating more threadfin shad or a little bit smaller shad, I'll actually go with a little bit smaller profile. Like this is a 2 hook here, this is a new tackle, it's got a 3 hook great bait, and sometimes I always change my hooks, but I'll add a little bit extra flash to occasionally if they're eating smaller bait fish, or if a lot of those fish are coming up and just not committing, I'll add a little blade to it just to really kind of entice those fish. But really the profile is one of the biggest things. But let's now talk about color. In my opinion, I keep it to 3 basic colors. Bone. You can't beat bone. Anywhere you go in the country, bone is probably one of my favorite colors. And I throw this when it's cloudy, or if it's a little bit dirtier water. Basically, bone's what I'll start out with. And especially in the Carolinas, if it's sunny and clear water, can't beat chrome. I've caught many a fish on chrome, any kind of walking style baits. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll throw more of like a Sammy style bait when I'm wanting to work it faster. But chrome for clear water, bright conditions, and then also more of a translucent, whether it's this color here, or like say a ghost minnow kind of color, that's when I'll go. There's actually a good green gizzard one right here. More of something like that, just in different conditions. But castability is another main factor when choosing a topwater. You want to choose a topwater that you can cast far and you can cast accurately, because when they come up schooling, you want to be able to get that bait in there, get in there fast, and be able to catch that fish. So you want to look at the color, what size are you going to go with based on your forage, and how good you can cast those baits, and that'll hopefully let you pick the right topwater.